Hello, I will try to tell you a story. I hope you will like it. Snow Country, as the name suggests, was a place covered with snow all seasons of the year. The people of this country were accustomed to experiencing the beauties and hardships of snow. The king of the Snow Country was a just and brave man. The king also had a daughter. Her name was Snowflake. Snowflake looked a lot like his father. She was both beautiful and smart. But Snowflake had a problem. He had no friends in Snow Country. Because the people of the Snow Country respected the king's daughter very much and were afraid to get close to her. One day, Snowflake wanted to get out of the Snow Country with her father's permission. Her father hesitated at first, but then could not break his daughter's will. He warned Snowflake not to cross the border of the Snow Country and to return in the evening. Snowflake promised his father and set off. Snowflake began to wander the forests around the Snow Country. In the forest, he saw many animals and plants that he had not seen in the Snow Country. Snowflake was very curious about these new things. After a while, he came across a small hut in the forest. He went in because the door of the hut was open. There was no one in the hut, but there was food on the table that looked delicious. Snowflake was hungry and took some food. Just then, the owners of the cottage arrived. They weren't from the Snow Country either. They were 7 dwarfs. When the dwarfs entered their hut, they saw Snowflake and were amazed. Snowflake also got scared when he saw them and started apologizing. The dwarfs marveled at Snowflake's beauty and sweetness. They asked him who he was and why he was here. Snowflake also introduced himself to them and said that he came from the land of snow. The dwarves had heard of the Snow Country, but they had never been. They also introduced themselves and explained that they were mining in the forest. An intimate conversation ensued between Snowflake and the dwarves. Snowflake enjoyed the company of the dwarves very much. The dwarves loved him too, and offered him to stay. Snowflake would have loved it, but he remembered his promise to his father. He thanked them and said he had to leave. The dwarves did not want to let him go, but they respected him. They gave him gifts and showed him the way. Snowflake said goodbye to them and left the hut. When Snowflake returned to the Snow Country, his father welcomed him with joy. He asked her where she was and what she had seen. Snowflake also told his father that he had met the dwarves and that he was their friend. His father was very happy when he heard this. He was delighted to learn that Snowflake now has friends. Her father allowed his daughter to see the dwarves again. Snowflake also hugged her father and thanked him. Snowflake often visited the dwarves after that. He had fun and learned with them. The dwarves loved him, too, and treated him like his brothers. Snowflake became the happiest person in Snow Country. This was a short story about a fantastic Snow Country. I hope you liked it.